Hello everyone, Julio here from Nippon Automotive, and in this week's video we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts when selling your car. Let's get to it. One of the do's here is to meet publicly. You don't want to meet in some dark alley between Giorgino's Italian Ristorante and some young guy's ramen noodle shop. Okay? You want to meet in a plaza, some at some kind of near some kind of a store, in a parking lot, something, somewhere public, maybe even near BurgerFi. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. So you want to decrease the risk of anything crazy going on. I mean, obviously, if it's public, it's nice, right? You got a bunch of people around, so you should be fine. Some people actually meet others in their personal home. This is a good thing and a bad thing, really. I mean, bad thing is just like because you don't know what this potential buyer, what their true intentions are. The good thing is sometimes people will have more faith in you, more trust in you automatically because you are meeting them at your personal home. But generally speaking, meet somewhere in public. Show them the car there. That way you greatly decrease the chances of anything bad possibly happening. Deal with cash only. No cashier's checks. No. Well, if it's a money order, I guess that'll work fine. But in general, just work directly with cash. If the person has an issue, let's say they want to purchase the car, but the ATMs, they only give out X amount of money throughout the day. Try to get some kind of proof of funds letter. Calling the bank directly, or even going to the bank directly with them. Something like that. But don't exchange anything until you have that cash in your hand. Cash is king at the end of the day. There's scammers out there that will talk about sending you a check or something, and that they'll have the car picked up by some delivery service or some mumbo jumbo of that nature. Don't go for all that. Deal with local people and cash only. So you're saying this potential buyer wants to test drive your car? Okay. Well, ask for their ID first. Check it out. See if it's legit. Okay. Again, the whole point is of this video is the necessary steps to decrease the risk of something bad happening. Okay. And if this person is truthfully wanting to test drive the car, ask for their ID and go with them, and maybe even take another person with you. You don't know the intentions of this person, okay? They may want to actually just steal the car from you. And if you go with them, and if you're by yourself, who knows? Maybe they have the cojones to abduct you and see your car at the same time. So take the necessary steps to decrease that risk and ask for their ID. If you kind of get some kind of a feel out of them, some kind of negative energy, a hesitation, something like that, back out of the deal. Before you post your car, online or in a newspaper or whatever, take your own car to a mechanic that you may already know, somebody reliable, and have them inspect it, like just to kind of do a general inspection. The reason I say that is because, and this is talking from experience, sometimes a potential buyer either has some mechanic experience already or they'll bring their own. And this other person will take a look at the car and say, oh, this is bad. Oh, that is bad as well. This car is not, worth as much as what you're asking for, right? And it may be true, it may not be true. But the point is that to have the car inspected prior, so you price the car correctly, and in case you get someone, over that kind of goes over your car a little bit and points out these things, well, either you'll know it already offhand, and maybe it's already priced accordingly, or you'll catch them on their bullcrap, and you'll find out that there's this lying, and they're just trying to get you to bring the price down even lower. So have it inspected first, so you know exactly what you're dealing with before you potentially come across something like that. Always, always, always have a person with you, whether you're meeting with this potential buyer at your own home or somewhere else in public. Have somebody else with you as an extra security measure. I don't mean to like just throw all this fear or anything out in a lot of these pieces of advice here. But again, you just have to be careful. I mean, you're dealing with the public. You know, it's like on your own. You don't know the intentions of people. There are a lot of scammers and stuff out there. So just have somebody else with you while you're going through this process, and just it'll just be much safer that way. Just in case you do run across an idiot. So be careful. And lastly, if you don't want to deal with any of that stuff, as far as taking pictures of the car, posting it online, uh, meeting strangers, whether it's in public or at your own home, yada, 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 what you can do instead is sell your car to a dealer that will buy the car from you. Okay. Um, CarMax, more of like a nationwide kind of thing. I know there's a few other companies out there as well that will do that. I know there's another local one here called We Buy Any Car, that sort of thing. Just keep in mind though, it's like their intention is to kind of give you a little bit of money because, of course, they're going to try to resell the car for more, right? At least selling your car in the street will generally give you more money, even though it's a little bit more risky. Street value is pretty much always more than what the dealer will give you for the exact same car. Their intention is to kind of flip it. Like if, for example, when I'm looking for a car to flip, I'm not going to give them nearly what the car is selling for on the street. It doesn't make any sense because now I have no room for me to make any money. So the same idea with the dealer. At least though, the dealer dealing with them, it's going to be a much faster, smoother process. I mean, it's it's kind of almost an in and out type of thing, or you'd be a couple hours or whatever. Where if you're selling the car on the street, you don't know exactly how long that is going to take. The car could be there for weeks or more than a month before you actually sell it. So just keep that in mind. There's a lot of pros and cons in that area. But if you don't want to deal with all that other stuff, just take it straight to a dealer and they'll purchase the car from you. So there you have it, guys. This is just a simple guideline on what to do and what not to do when selling your car. I could go much deeper into this, but it would require a bunch of these little things, and it would be a little bit too much. But if you guys have any questions or concerns, or maybe you want a little bit more advice into your specific situation, if you're looking into selling your own car online or even selling it to a dealer, comment below. And remember to like and subscribe. I'm trying to come out with one video per week, and just basically just putting in all of this car information with the financial side of it as well, to help you guys get the truth, help you guys get more information. That way you guys can make a better, informative decision for yourselves. Okay? So this is Julio signing out from Nippon Automotive here in South Florida. Hope to see you guys next week. Take care.